Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Ponderosa Loft. Van. I don't think I've ever really mentioned my name on YouTube. It's Van. So, anyways, it's my daughter's birthday, but I'm gonna sneak in here real quick in my workshop since they're just watching TV and cake's not ready, supper's not ready, so I'm just gonna sneak in here real quick and see if I can get a little bit of work done. I just wanted to share this with you guys, so I actually won't spend too much time in here, but anyways, let me flip the camera. So this is my workshop, if you haven't seen it, but it kind of turned into, it actually used to be the breeding loft, but I needed a workshop, and it's actually a very good change. So, but I store all my pigeon food here. You know, I got all my tools. You know, if I need to work on something, I just come in here. It's away from the house. The house is all the way. You know, it's actually almost butted up against the back of the yard, which, you know, if you see my property, it's pretty big, so yeah, it doesn't bug anyone. That's what I'm trying to say. So here, let me I'm gonna try to do this one-handed. Building breeding boxes. So what I'm doing differently here, that's why I wanted to show you guys. I built many breeding boxes in the past. You know, they end up being so heavy. So I'm gonna experiment a little bit. This is birch wood. It's actually really smooth and it smells really good too. And it's pretty thin. I didn't measure it, but I don't know, it looks like 3/8 to me, but why am I doing it this way? I want it to be lightweight so I can kind of move it around whenever I want. You know, kind of like the same concept as, you know, those garage organizers where you can hook it and unhook. So if I want to deep clean the garage, not the garage, but but the loft, I can remove it easily and vacuum behind it, get all the, you know, bugs and webs and stuff like that, feathers. So I want it to be lightweight, and I'm willing to experiment with this. So I think it's gonna be fine, actually. You know, it's really smooth, and I think it's gonna be super easy to scrape. I've already built a bunch of them here, so I'm gonna show you one of them. So it's basically a 1.5 by 1.5 and 30 inches across, and then 16 inches deep. So, you know, it's gonna be like that. And the doors are gonna be here, you know, the nest fronts. So yeah, that's and I just use these little screws here. No pre-drilling, T15 screws. So anyways, that's what I'm doing. I'm building a bunch of these, which ends up being the floor, right? And then I'm gonna put the sides on and stuff. So this just goes here, and actually I'm gonna, you know, the side that you don't want to be like the not so pretty side, which is in this case this side, it's a little bit rougher. That's where you know, this to be, so that you end up with the nice side on the top. So, all right, let me screw this in and I'll show you. Anyways, so the one I built yesterday was messed up. That's what I get for being cheap, right? So
Yep.
this morning, I thought, I'd use this. Birch.
Mm-hmm.
Smell that. It smells really good.
It's fresh.
I know. And it's nice and smooth. This is what it's gonna look like. See?
Very nice.
And so, I mean, it's exactly like the first one that I built. But anyways, it goes on like this. So just gotta line it up. Everything should be perfect. Perfectly lined up. You see the screws I got? Aren't they cute?
They're very cute. I wasn't aware the screws would be cute, but yes. In the world of screws, they're cute.
That didn't line up. This is the problem with being a perfectionist. It's a curse.
Which is why you had someone else frame your loft.
So you drill this thing in there, and far enough so that when you're scraping, your scraper doesn't catch the screws, which is annoying. All the way like that. Flip it over.
And what are you building again?
Nesting boxes.
Okay.
So this is the, it's the same way I built.
They're like the shells. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same way I built all the other nesting boxes, except this is gonna be lightweight because I want to be able to move it around if needed. It's no different than this, no.
Oh no, I was just asking so you know your followers would know what you're up to.
Oh, I already had a video while I was waiting for you.
Okay.
I'm just want to get this.
Disco lighting in here tonight.
Yeah, the flickers. Put the sides in like that. See, lined up perfectly. Gotta line up. This side just needs 3 screws. Then I'll show you metal. The last side. So you need this because this is what the sides get screwed onto this.
Oh yeah. That makes sense.
This one is a tad bit tight. No hammer. Improvise. Or you can just do this. Then it's gonna be flush. See? Flush.
Very nice.
You're probably wondering why you're standing there.
Okay, you want to show me what you're doing?
I love you.
Love you.
There you go. There. So now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is gonna be the platform, and then the nest fronts go, they go here, and then there's gonna be sides. Yeah.
Very nice.
So it's just like a bookshelf, really.
That's what it looks like.
So, anyway, that's that. All right, guys, we're gonna join these platforms together. So I'll be right back. Got this pre-cut already. Where the heck did I put it? I think it's outside. Alright. Well, here's one of them. So this is using the same material. You know, pick the side that's not so. Alright. Pick the nice side for the outside. It's a little damp here in Florida, so you can feel the dampness on the wood. So I can see that it's gonna not straight, but I don't know if you guys can see that, but basically it's gonna be. Let me just grab this real quick. So I'm basically just joining these two together right here. This will be the top piece, and then I'll just space out each individual platform. I think what did I say? 14 and 3/8. So that's what I measured anyways for the nest fronts to fit just right. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and then I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm not gonna bore you with the rest of this, but here's kind of the first section, or the first box. So I know from previous builds that this should be like about 14 and 3/8. So from here to here, that would, the nest box will fit in there perfectly, as long as it's 14 and 3/8. Anyways, so there's the first box, and I'm just gonna continue building it. So the next one would be, you know, the next one in here. By the way, this is how I built breeding boxes in the past. Doesn't make it necessarily the right way. So if you have a better way, any suggestions, just let me know. But yeah, there you go. I don't think I'll paint it. Someone had asked me that too, because I like this natural look. So I like the natural wood. So I'm gonna leave it the way it is. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll give you a video update once I'm done. Thanks. All right, guys, so I got it built. As you can see, there's 3 nest boxes in here. I have enough materials here to build another 3, so it's gonna be 6 total. I've already built like 4 nest boxes earlier on. Oh, actually, there's more here. 1, 2. So I can build, you know what? Nope, I got enough to build a total of 9 nest boxes. So that would be perfect. So anyways, so you can see, it just looks like a regular bookshelf. And then this is what I'm gonna put on next, the nest front. So you can see it's nice and smooth, and actually it's pretty stable. I mean, this floor is not, you know, it's wobbly like that because this floor is not level, but you know, it is very stable. I was worried that, you know, with this thin piece of wood that it might be a little wobbly and stuff, but no, I think this between the framing here, you know, and the backboard, I think that provides enough stability for the whole thing. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. I can't wait to put the nest front. So that's what I'm gonna do next, so stay tuned. Okay, so I think the first step I want to do here is kind of get a general sense of where to put these things. This is where this came with the product, and this is where these little pegs go into. So I'm just kind of using common sense here because I didn't really read the instructions. I mean, there's not much of an instruction, honestly. So, I mean, this is what I got. So, it's kind of useless. I mean, you can kind of just use common sense. So, this is the general area where I'm going to mark it where I think it's going to go. And then one more goes there. And then based on that drawing and the instruction, one more goes there. And then this actually, yeah, that's not gonna work. So I might have to add a block or something so this thing can actually reach, because it's a little too short. So yeah, it's gonna be like that. Either that or, yeah, I don't really want it to look like that. So I kind of want it to more like this, so which means that if I pivot this thing, I'm gonna come up short here. See, there's a bit of a gap. So I have an option of, I mean, that's not a big deal. We can add a block there and it'll be fine. The other option is to, you know, put two of those black things here, let it reach, but then, yeah, I don't really, the only option we have is this. That way, and then, which is fine. And then we're just gonna have to add a block here too. That way we stay with stick with the recommended number of these things, otherwise we're not gonna have enough. So they only give you 4 per nest box, so I think that's what we'll have to do. Anyways, let me work on that and be right back. Hey guys, all right, I'm done. Got the fronts installed. It's not perfect, but it works. That's the only, those are the only 2 colors that the place where I bought it from had available. But I figured, you know, alternate them, yellow, green, yellow. Just might be easier for the birds to kind of distinguish which nest box they're supposed to be in. My width, the width of this box is probably a little bit wider than I had planned, so I had to do this here. I had to just add a little piece of plywood just so that it closes, so it so it locks. Otherwise it was just you know, the birds would be able to get out. I don't know how else to do it other than, you know, I probably could have gotten away with it if I were to use 2 of these, one for each side, you know, just to sort of widen it up a little bit. But I didn't want to do that because then I'd have to, you know, order more, because I don't think they sell these individually. I'd have to buy more, spend $10 just to get those black things. So yeah, it works pretty good. See? And then I just have to cut out the, probably will just have to cut out the entryway for the birds here. It does come with let me grab it here. These things, attachments, so that, you know, you cut this out, you have at least something to open and lock the birds back in there. So I'll be doing that tomorrow. I'm getting tired. So, but anyways, I think it turned out pretty nice. It's not bad for a couple hours of work. If I had a little bit more time, it probably would have looked a little better. So I apologize if it I don't know. I think it's great, but I mean, I'm happy with it, but probably I could have done better. So, but it's very stable, you know, and it's very lightweight. So it's something that I can pick up on my own, and if I want to move it around, you know, it's fine. You know, unhook it from wherever, from the wall, so I can clean back behind it to do some deep cleaning in the loft. So that's the whole purpose. So I think this will work. I had my doubts with this thin of a plywood, whether it's going to be stable or not, but I think it'll do. I just wish I didn't have to do this, that's all. This is really bugging me. And then I'll have to do it again back behind here, because this will have to be able to latch on right here. But I don't mind the back side so much because you can't really see it. But this bugs me though. If I would have just shortened it up just even just a 1/4 of an inch, you know, it would have been perfect. Oh well, lesson learned. So the next, that's what I'll do with the next 3 boxes. I'll just have to go, instead of 30 inches, I'll go 39 3/4. 29 3/4, sorry. It's getting late. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. This is yeah, looks good. Spaced out pretty evenly, you know. So like I said, I was gonna move this back further so that, you know, the birds can at least perch on here, or if I wanted to put a, you know, drinker or a feeder there, I would have been able to do that too, but I didn't want to sacrifice the space, like, you know, the actual nesting space. I don't have a bowl here, but just so I can show you, but because I really like to center the bowl in here. I don't want it too close to the board, because the young birds, when they, you know, they're dropping, sometimes they really stick to the wall, and it's kind of gross. You know, I really didn't want to have to scrape it, and I think over time it just looks ugly. So anyways, I don't know what else to tell you here, but so that's my lesson learned. Next build, unfortunately I already have these 2 here. But I can probably still shorten that up. fact, I will. Because they're just, that's the nice thing about this. You know, everything is screwed in. You know, no nails. So I can take it apart and shorten it up. And then I've got 3 more panels here. So 1, 2. So yeah, that should be enough. And I got this extra plywood here. And there's all the additional stuff. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I'll have enough. I think that should be good enough for this season, this breeding season. Just build the 6 boxes or whatever. I already built 4, so I got a total of 10 boxes, so that should be enough for this season. I'm getting tired of building. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later, and God bless.